It's Madden week. An absolute ton of yardage with a touchdown on top of it.
Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great... With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for...
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Richardson. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they try to attack.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. He was able to topple the 200-yard mark and a rushing touchdown for good measure.
And what I found surprising, all those yards he accumulated, only found the end zone one
just
time.
once.
That doesn't even seem fair, does it?
But still, the 200-yard mark, something he can always carry in his back pocket. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The Lions at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they've got to be pleased with the start of this season, obviously.
Yeah, and you're talking about 3 good quality wins. It's got people in the locker room excited. Not overly so, but
touchdown, Detroit! Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
Roll, bring it, unlock line, go!
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
That's good for a Colts. 1st down. Ready, go!
They go play action with Richardson. And that's incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Richardson to throw off play action. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 28.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Richardson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And Richardson back to throw it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run. And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after getting last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a third down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to throw from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
From the gun on third down, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
However, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, check that.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Check.
Off play action, Richardson. And his throw is incomplete. Pierce the intended target there, and it's 3rd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
The best defenses I know, they draw lines in the sand and say you're not going to cross that. For most of them, it's 100 yards of total offense. They didn't quite accomplish that, but still a pretty darn good game last week. Just over 100 yards of total offense given up.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And past the 35 will be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. First and 10, Taylor now. Able to push his way through. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Richardson. Takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Anthony Richardson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Anthony Richardson who took it into the end zone to finish things off. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together.
The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now Montgomery running right, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Back to throw, Goff. He's got him in, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. That pass caught. It's Williams. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. From the red zone now, Goff. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Colts are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. That's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Richardson. They'll find Osborne here. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 37. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They run once more with Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Richardson to throw. Able to he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the...
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Aiden Hutchinson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The Lions offense set to take over. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and John. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Gone. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Come up with something here on 3rd down. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Richardson now on second down. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's third and a few inches. Richardson looking to throw. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be fourth down.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. The Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. A final shot before the half. Richardson. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Now inside the 25. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. The Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll start up in the Twin Cities. Minnesota playing host to NFC North rival Green Bay. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. Tony Pollard with a touchdown run. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou to check on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. DeAndre Swift with a rushing touchdown there. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way. Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half, and to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Lions to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 22. On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Down the right sideline. And bulldozing his way through. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Goff now looks to throw. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
This pass left side to Downs. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. So here come the Lions now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
And the Lions, 1st down.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down, Lions.
Now a give running right is Montgomery. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Hey, lift! Lift!
A run here on first down with Reynolds. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. For the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Hey, reload!
From the shotgun, Richardson. Over the middle and hauled in by Osborne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Richardson to the air on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Alex Anzalone coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this. Back now in Indianapolis. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 7. Running left, Montgomery puts it on the carpet. It's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Check.
Following the fumble recovery, Richardson. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So
he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's third of the game. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 41. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. St. Brown in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Off play action. Here's Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Detroit.
And off comes to Montgomery. He'll get this down to the 38.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 41-yard line. 112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They'll hand off to Reynolds. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You take in charge.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to second and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
On second down, Montgomery. They get 3 all game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Montgomery. Oh, Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Running for it, Montgomery. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. KJ Hamler returning it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. And Richardson looks to throw once more. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. That's to the tight end, Mallory. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Richardson throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Ready? Unlock right. Unlock
They'll
right.
run for it. It's Taylor. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Lions will take over. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the 2nd half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.